It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants on Monday Night Primetime.
Travel west from Midtown Manhattan through the Lincoln Tunnel to the Jersey side. It's MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Greg, this is one that the defensive coordinators have had a long week because these quarterbacks, you can prepare and prepare for them, but because of their legs, you never know what they're going to do.
Man, when the play breaks, scramble play, the breakdown, the improv, that's what makes these quarterbacks so dangerous. And it just takes one breakdown defensively for a big play, and it's 6.
The veteran kicker, Graham Gano, puts it on the tee. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
I think when you break down this game, Mike, I think it's really quite simple. I think it really comes down to the age-old, hey, be balanced on offense. Can their passing attack and rushing attack complement each other? Because what that does is it makes the defense defend the entire field. And then the #1 goal of every team, every week in the NFL, no self-inflicted negatives. That's tackles for loss, sacks, and then, of course, the most important one, don't turn the ball over.
Here's 2nd and 2. Now Hurts going to call his own number. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
I think this is something we're going to continue to see today, Mike, as this game goes along. They're going to make the defense make a decision. Do you want to account for the running back, or do you want to account for the quarterback? In this case, they choose the running back, and the quarterback makes them pay by picking up the first down.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, Mike, the other day we heard how the offensive coordinator wanted to start fast offensively, but here so far, it's been the pass rush and the defense who's gotten out to the quick start.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. Here comes 3rd and 6. Now it's Hurts. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
That's a great job defensively. Even though they let him escape the rush initially, there was nowhere to go with either their ball or as a runner, and they're able to force 4th down.
So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by their veteran quarterback, Super Bowl winner, Russell Wilson.
We had a chance to see him out on the field early in pregame, and I thought he looked really sharp. I thought he looked focused. We had a chance to talk to him earlier in the week, and he's excited for this opportunity today. He thinks he's got a chance to lead this offense and have a lot of success, and ultimately the #1 goal is to come out with a victory.
Wilson gonna throw right away. He'll look middle here and get it to Neighbors. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll run here with the rookie. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down. Out of the gun, here's Russ. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Wilson makes the read and keeps it himself. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Motion man, set right. A carry here for Tracy. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
4th down, here comes the lefty punter, Jamie Gillen. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Eagles offense, ready now for their 2nd drive. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now Hurts. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Hurts. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the 1st quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection. How can we get extra bodies and extra attention? Because we still got a long way to go in this one.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Quick slant into the hands of Smith. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He'll try and get there on the ground.
So the 2 components to a scramble drill, Mike, is the quarterback has to buy time with his legs, and then all of the receivers need to second reaction and come open downfield late. And he bought time, but nobody was able to separate, and there's nowhere to go with the ball.
Now, fair catch, and he'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The home team's offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They were forced to punt first time they had it, but they'll try again in this scoreless game. It's 1st and 10. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Wilson. Pass complete to Neighbors. And he is very close to the 1st down, but eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the 1st down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on 4th down.
This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now Hurts. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. Hurts to the air on 1st down. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
2nd and a yard. We'll check the reaction for the former Giant. Here is Saquon Barkley. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5. Hurts now. And that's complete to A.J. Brown. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They run out of the gun with Barkley. And a nice run. He's got a 1st down tackle made right at the 35-yard line. To throw is Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Hurts will work here from the pistol. There's the tight end, Grant Calcaterra. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. So we've played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now Hurts. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
I think this is one of those cases, Mike, where sometimes as an offensive coordinator, you can overthink things just a little bit. You're down. You only need a couple inches, and you're telling yourself, okay, I still have this 2nd down if I want to catch him off guard and pass. That's what they decide to do, but now they find themselves going backwards and brings up a more challenging 3rd and goal.
Line of scrimmage to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. Hurts. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and now they're faced with a 4th and goal.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player, and when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will take a 3-0 lead. So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Giants offense getting set to get back to work. The offense is a little slow to start percolating. 3-0 the score as they begin this drive with a 1st and 10. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Wilson. Quick slant looked in by Neighbors. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Now it's Tracy looking to run, and that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
This is a great example of the game within the game. They're making what they call Mike declaration, and that's what sets the responsibilities of all the protectors. And in this case, the Mike was the one who came, and he's unblocked, and he's able to get home.
Now it's Wilson. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. Third and long. Now Russ. He'll try to run for it.
This is all about sensing the pressure. You can see him keeping his eyes downfield as long as he can. But ultimately he decides, I got to tuck this ball and become a runner. He's able to avoid the sack, pick up some positive yards.
Here's their punter now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Great job here by the defense, making sure that they have one defender responsible for the running back and one responsible for the quarterback. In this case, they decide to give it to the back. He's taken down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Hurts. He's going to keep it himself. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Fair catch will be taken here. It is right at the 40-yard line. The Giants offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll run with Tracy. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And the running back's going to get all the stats and all the glory, but make no mistake about it, Mike, that was a great team effort on that run play. Everyone executing their blocking assignments to perfection. He's able to pick up a nice gain and fresh set of downs.
They go play action with Wilson. That's to Bellinger. He's got it downfield. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
So if you're going to have time to allow your big tight end to start on one side of the field and run a crossing route all the way to the other, your big guys up front better hold up in protection. That's exactly what they were able to do here. Gave the quarterback the confidence of staying with him the entire way through, delivering that ball on the far side of the field, and leads to a nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Russ. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
On 3rd down, here's Wilson. This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, New York. Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Giants move out to a 7-3 lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Williams now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense back onto the field for their next possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. A pistol snap back to Hurts. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
We see so many wide receivers in today's NFL that almost resemble more of a running back style. When they get the ball in their hands, not only are they able to pick up big yards, they're able to fight through tackles and make people miss. That's an element that a lot of offenses are searching for. Takes a lot of pressure off the quarterback.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That one complete to Brown. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Dotson, the man in motion. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. Got his man at the 6. And he will get into the end zone. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Eagles. Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Eagles are on top. It's now 10-7. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants offense and their running back set to go once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. In motion, it's Robinson. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Well, this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the path for his running back, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
In motion, it's Robinson. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Russ. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
And I like the idea of moving the pocket. It makes it harder for the defense to rush the passer, but you have to account for the end man on the line of scrimmage. And that guy's job is to set an edge. Nobody gets outside of me. In this case, the quarterback. You've got to be better protecting your edges anytime you put your quarterback on the move.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
2 minutes to play in the 1st half of a 3-point game. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. This one is caught by Robinson. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Open man is Robinson. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Quick throw, taken in. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Again, Wilson. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Eagles offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Hurts. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now Hurts. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Here's Braden Mann now. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Catch made right side. It's Johnson. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. Now a short one caught by the tight end, Johnson. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this 2nd quarter. Here's 2nd and 6. Wilson. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
So often we see on these deep passes, the defender lose track of the ball in the air. They then tend to panic, and it either leads to a big pass completion or a defensive PI. In this case, he stays in phase. He's able to break the ball up and prevent a big play from happening.
That's deep for the back of the end zone. And flags come out. That's batted down. It's incomplete, but it looked like early contact. Let's check the call. Here is Graham Gano to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants will level the score at 10 apiece. So we'll take a breath. We're at the half, and it has been an intriguing game to this point. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. The return starts from the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The home team's offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A pickup there of 28 yards. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Russ. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
When we met with him during the week, how did he describe himself to us, Mike? He said, I feel like I'm a student of the game. I feel like that's my advantage over my opponent. And as this game's unfolded, it's pretty clear to see why.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Wilson to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Out of the gun, here's Russ. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. The Giants sending out their punter. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The visitors' offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. Low-scoring game, all tied, third quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a zone read. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. This is to Goddard on the screen. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. A pistol snap, back to Hurts. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a 3rd down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on 3rd down? 3rd downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, two things need to happen. One, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time. And then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both are accomplished, you can see what the results are.
Now, a whistle. Looks like there was movement on the left side of that offensive line. To the air again, Hurts. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Defensively, that's just a missed opportunity, Mike. Anytime you have two defenders in the area and neither one of them is able to make a play on the ball, yes, I know that the ball felt incomplete, but man, you got to get your hands on that ball and take advantage.
That's caught by Smith on the right side. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
On first down, it's Hurts. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Hurts will work here from the pistol. He'll let this go towards the end zone. Javon Holland, tight coverage, and he's able to break that one up.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
On third down, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. On fourth down, here comes Jake Elliott for the Philadelphia field goal. This will be an even 40-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles going to take the lead. It's now 13-10. And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Ray going to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense ready to take over once again. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's caught over the middle by Johnson. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. That is Jalen Carter, the Georgia product, barreling in for the sack.
You got to find a happy medium as a quarterback between knowing when to extend the play and just knowing when to go down. In this case, the defensive tackle gets there in a hurry. He puts an end to this play before it even gets started.
They'll motion their tight end, Robinson. Quick throw here is complete. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on second down. That big chunk brings them from second and long to now at least third and manageable.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. A gain there of 16 yards. That's good for a Giants first down. Now Wilson. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. A good spot here, second and a yard. On the ground, here's Tracy. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. Second and one, they're not conceding anything. Make it third and one, and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
They'll look to pick this up, third and a yard. On the give, it's Tracy. The defense all over that. Met him in the backfield, stopped in his tracks, and it sets up fourth down.
That's a great job defensively. The goal of every defense in the NFL is to accomplish one of two things: turnovers, force field goals. In this case, the big third down stop is most likely going to lead to the latter. Really nice job there in the red zone.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Giants will tie the game here in the third quarter.
So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive. But when you find yourself down 3 here in the second half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up. And they were able to do that here.
On the return, it's Williams. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Once again, it's Barkley. Look at him stay on his feet as he's able to shimmy his way for a gain of about 5. Here now, third and 5. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
Here comes the Eagles punt team, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball, as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. 1st and 10 now from the 36. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Throwing is Wilson. That's to the sideline. Taken in by Johnson. Here's 3rd and 2. On the zone read, a give to Tracy. He fumbled the football, and the defense has it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. They'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on 1st down. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8. A carry here for Tracy. And good hard running will get him down close to a 1st down. Might be a yard short. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And yes, that'll get it. 1st down, marked at the 30. A good run will keep this drive going. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. A pass complete to the tight end, Johnson. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Wilson to throw. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Here's Wilson. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Johnson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now a handoff, running right. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to be out of bounds just past the marker. The ball was in the proper place for a new set of downs. Tie game, 4th quarter. What a sequence looming here as we get to 1st and goal. Wilson. It is brought in the end zone. Wan'Dale Robinson. Touchdown, New York.
When you're down this close to the goal line, you typically don't have this much time. So let's give credit to the big guys up front. He was able to work through his entire progression, but at the same time, Mike, this is actually really good coverage. He's not even really that open. He puts a little extra on that one. He threads the needle, and nice contested catch results in a touchdown.
Gano on to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Giants will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Eagles offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
The defense had their sights set on making a big play one way or another. First, it was the initial pressure. They thought they had the quarterback for a sack. But then they get their hands on the ball, and I think if you're this offense walking back into the huddle, Mike, an incomplete pass there is probably the best possible outcome.
That'll be caught left side. It's Goddard.
Well, they say football is a game of inches, and plays like this explain why. You pick up a little bit more, it's a fresh set of downs. Now on 4th and short, this coach has a decision to make.
Here comes the Eagles punt team. He'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense, and Russell Wilson set to take over once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Whoa. Now it's Tracy looking to run, and he'll get this close to the first down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves 3rd and short. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Giants. Now, Gano for the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Here's Williams on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense headed back to take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. The open receiver is Dotson. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the fourth quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
They'll try to run here with Barkley. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
Special teams on the field, ready for this punt. Fair catch made here, and the drive will start at the 23-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Russ. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Linebackers in general have the reputation of being very instinctive players, and I think we saw it there on that last pass breakup. The ability to diagnose and read the play almost before it even starts. It allows them to be in the right spot at the right time and allows them to make the play.
On 3rd down, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Not exactly the type of drive to write home about, Mike. 3 passes, 3 incompletions, no yards gained. And I really can't blame any of these fans who have continued to voice their frustration, especially after that last series of play calls.
We're about ready now for the punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Eagles offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Hurts working in the pistol. That's to the right side, caught by Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
A pistol snap back to Hurts. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
Desperation time now setting here in the 4th quarter. This is where the urgency of your 2-minute offense is so critical. How many plays can you run and how fast can you run them? Because one score is not going to do it. You're going to have to score and get the ball back and end up going down and punching it in again.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. Over the middle to his tight end, Goddard. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Barkley. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line.
Back to the drawing board for this run game, Mike. The offensive coordinator and his staff, they have to do a better job giving plays, giving opportunities to their offense to find success on the ground. Because right now, they have no answers for this defense.
A 2nd down throw for Hurts. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Colson Adebo, the good coverage, gets his hand in there to knock it away.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but then once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott on now for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Eagles will cut the deficit to 7. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Ray gonna return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Play action. Now, Wilson. Pass pulled in by Tracy. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. Handoff here, up the middle, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Well, that second down play call is not real fancy, but at this point, Mike, they're in a battle with the clock. How much time can they run off and try to protect this lead? But now it brings up a pretty interesting third down. Can they keep the ball and finish this thing on offense, or are they going to have to punt it away and have their defense finish the game?
Open man, left side, he's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. And that'll be enough for a first down. Now Russ. Now he'll run it. 22 yards, the pickup there. First down, Giants.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Tracy. Yards are hard to come by there. They'll work it down to the 37-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. So now, Graham Gano, the veteran, in another pressure spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And he has missed this one. No good. And they will not be able to make this a 2-possession game.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. And in motion is Brown. They'll drop to throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. Hurts will work here from the pistol. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. The crowd at MetLife on their feet for 3rd down. And they'll throw here with Hurts. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
If you want to play running back in today's modern NFL, Mike, you have to be able to be a viable weapon in the passing game. It's all about touches. It's not just about handoffs anymore. It's how many different ways can we get the ball in your hands.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. They'll come up now for 2nd down. Hurts again. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
It's really just an extended handoff. Get the ball out wide to your running back in space and make the defense tackle him. That's really all this is. Something small turns into a nice pickup.
Again, Hurts. Now he'll run. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a first down.
This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain. They face 2nd down and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. Big play coming up, 3rd and 7, and the crowd on their feet. To throw, Hurts. That's hauled in at the 2, and it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
Mike, I know everyone has their opinions about whether to kick it or go for 2, but my honest opinion is I don't even think there's a decision to be made. I'm keeping my offense on the field. We've practiced all week for our gotta-have-it 2-point play. Dial it up. Do not play for overtime. win this game now in regulation.
So now the extra point to, in all likelihood, send us to overtime. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. And now they're going to go for two and a possible win, and the crowd rising to make this even more difficult. And he is going the wrong way, tackled back at the 7.
Mike, this is the right call. I know it didn't necessarily work out for them in this case, but with this little amount of time left, try to end the game in regulation. Don't force this thing to overtime. They get that 2-point play. Barring a miracle, they win. They end up coming up short, but I still think it's the right play.
That score, too little, too late. They need a recovery and a miracle here.
That's a big risk in this situation here, Mike. They're hoping to catch them by surprise, but now when you fail, the other team is able to not only have a short field, they got a chance to extend their lead.
Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.